Magandang hapon, which means good afternoon in the Filipino language. And assalamu alaikum means peace be unto you in Arabic. This is Keith and Kaye, my little Filipina blog. Kaye's not here with me today. I miss her so much, but she will be here with me shortly. I'm going to continue where I left off on part 1 of my last vlog, why I accepted Islam. Some of my viewers wanted to know why, so I thought I would explain to them. And if you have any questions, just ask me and I'll explain to you, if I know it. On the last vlog, I left you with when I first made my first trip to the mosque. And I went in there, and the imam, everyone was sitting down. That's what they do in the mosque. You go sit down, and you sit, and they have the call to prayer, which is called the adhan. They call to prayer, and then after they call the adhan, they call the iqama. That means it's time to pray. So anyway, they call the adhan, and we pray. But before that, the imam gives a khutbah. He gives a khutbah, which means he's teaching now. And when I heard him say about God is one, that really struck me. God is one. There's none like God. He's alone. He stands alone. This is his creation, and there's none like him at all. He is the creator of all things. And I said, wow, that's right. And he said, no man, no idols or anything equals to God. And he says if any human being wants to pray to anything, they go to their creator, which is God, you know. So I was amazed by that. And then he went on to explain what Islam means. He said Islam means surrender. Surrender yourself to God, you know, submission, and also peace. Peace. Islam is a peaceful religion. And he went on to explain more about that, and then he said that the word Muslim means one who submits his entire self to God. We call him Allah. And some other religion, they call God by different names, but they're all talking about the same one God, the same creator, you know. And so that sort of grabbed me. As I told you before in part 1 of the series, that I read from both books. This is the Quran, and this is the Holy Bible. And I told you before that all religions come from God. If there's any changes, man made the change, not God. But anyway, and everything that God creates is perfect. Everything. So anyway, he went on to explain, the Imam, that there's 5 pillars that hold up our religion. And number 1 is the belief in God only and his messengers, all the way up to the last messenger, which is Muhammad. And he said there's no distinction between none of the messengers at all. From Adam to Noah to Lot to Abraham to Moses to Jesus Christ, and the last one, Muhammad, we believe in all of them. They all were inspired by God, and we were messengers of God. They were all good men, because God picked them. So we believe in all that. And he went on to say the second pillar was prayer. Prayer is a must. We must submit to God, pray to God, and ask God for forgiveness and for anything that we want. That's number 1. That's the most important. We pray 5 times a day. Number 3 is zakat. We give charity, which means charity. We give charity. We give charity, we help the poor, we feed the poor, whether it's our relatives or a neighbor or someone we don't even know. We help them. This is what the Quran teaches us. And number 4 is Ramadan. We go on a 30-day fast on Ramadan. And I will explain to you more about Ramadan as we go along in these series. And the number 5 is Hajj. We have to make the pilgrimage to Hajj at least once in our lifetime, if we're able to do so, if we can afford it. And if we're ill or something like that, we're excluded from it, of course. But yes, those are the 5, except Islam, based on your understanding of it, you know. And that goes for any religion, you know. How can you say I believe in this or I believe in that or accept this, that, and you don't understand it? Understanding is the best thing you should have, you know, because I can say I understand something and then I mean I don't understand something, then accept it. How can I? I don't even know what it's all about, but accept it. And that's where my journey began, with my search began, seeking understanding. And so yes, you have to understand anything that you accept. So once you really understand, accept, and search, do your research, read, study, and then if God bless you to understand and accept it, then do it. And I did my research, and I understood what I was reading. It made a lot of sense to me than anything else I've heard, so I accept it. There is also a lot of misconceptions about the religion too. A lot of people judge Muslims by the way they may act. They may see they act overseas, they're terrorists and all that. That's not true. All Muslims are not terrorists. Yes, there are some that go far to the extreme, you know, and that goes for any religion. They all have their good and they all have their bad. But the religion itself is correct. It's true. It's just the people that gives it a bad name when they do awful and terrible things like that. And the dress they dress, the long white thobes or kufi hat, that is not Islam. That's just a cultural thing. They have their culture over here, we have our culture over here. They have their culture over there, we have our culture over here. The reason why I accept Islam, because of the Quran. This book here is a guidance. It teaches you that how to live your life. It's more of a warner. And this book is not just for Muslims, it's for the entire world. Yes. It's for the entire world to follow through the last prophet Muhammad. It was revealed to him 1400 years ago. And not one word has been changed in this book. And it gives you instructions on what to do, how to live your life, and it's so beautiful. It's so plain. And so I live my life by that. Now, God tells us in Quran that human beings were created perfect. They were created perfect. And they were created submitting to God, which means Muslim. So what did that tell you? Every human being born is born Muslim. And what makes them change is the environment that they grew up in and their parents, you know. But they weren't born that way. They were born Muslims, pure, clean souls. God created everything perfect. Like I said before, I'm not here to offend anyone. It's not my intention to do that. I'm just telling you what my beliefs are, what I've learned, what I get from Islam. Never found a religion that made so much sense to me than Islam, or that I can really understand. The Bible is a good book too, but I found certain contradictions, which I'll get off into you later. And whatever God says, it stands. It's right. He doesn't say one thing in this verse, and the next thing he changes it and say it in this verse, and have two different things contradicting each other. No, not God. That's an act of man. Man changed things. A lot of people say that we don't believe in Jesus Christ. That's so far from the truth. We do believe in Jesus Christ. It's so much to the story of our prophet Muhammad, the last prophet of God, that I had to get into it on later series to come. There's so much to talk about to get you a real understanding of why I accept Islam, and it's a beautiful, peaceful, beautiful religion, and it tells you nothing but good. It's just a shame how some people misunderstand or interpret it wrong and want to do wrong things, because the Quran does not tell that, does not say that at all. That's all I have for today. I don't have my glasses on. I know you noticed that. I noticed when I look at my videos, it's a big glare, a light glare in my glasses, so I just didn't wear them. But I do need them to read. But anyway, I hope I kind of made myself clear. I like I said, I don't intend to hurt nobody or talk about any religion at all. I accept all of them, But I just follow Islam because it makes more sense to me. Well, if you like this video, just subscribe below, please, at the little red subscription that says subscribe. And have a good day. I'll see you on the next vlog.